Do you see how I do? I just leave shit in the
I
drawer.
got tags on so much stuff, and
Okay.
people be like, "Are you trying to take that back?" I'm like, and you would think I would
That's
be
good.
embarrassed. I'm like,
I'm
"No, I'm
gonna
just
take
lazy."
this back. I take a lot of shit back, but this one I wanted to keep because once I get the Tim's on, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's really cute. I like the designs on that.
Thank you.
It's giving me very like Native American, like it's
Yes,
giving indigenous vibe.
that's why.
Okay, yes.
That's why I
Uh,
bought it. It's like, ooh, Azteci. It's Azteci. Um,
okay, yeah, keep that in mind because I got something to go with that for the next Sisterhood Sips. Uh
ooh.
huh.
Okay. Yo, Sister His Sips is popping. It makes it. Oh my god, I love that show. And it sounds weird. I know we're on that show and it's our show, but when I watch it back and I watch the clips, I'm like, who are these people? Who said that?
Yes,
Who said that?
that's how I look at it too. I literally watch it like, why do these people like? I'm acting like I don't know these people. Like it's funny.
It's crazy to see people's reaction to. And listen, shout out to the guys especially because we're hard on the guys. We just tell the truth, right, as we see it, as we experienced it. And a lot of guys just come through and they laugh, man. They laugh at it. Shout out to y'all. I love people with a sense of humor in general, but especially men when you're talking about them, right? Because I'm like, hey, you guys have been joking on about women's vaginas for a long fucking time. Okay, calling women's vaginas and boobs all kinds of shit, and we took it on the chin. Okay, so in one episode of Sister Sips, we're talking about everything that we think about penises, the curves, the size, the shape, circumcised, uncircumcised, and a lot of guys came through with a great sense of humor. And others are offended, but hit dogs will always holler. And you're telling on yourself. Like a lot of guys, the way they came at us, I was like, circumcised, not circumcised, circumcised, not circumcised, because they come in and they're so offended, like, oh, what's wrong with? I was like, okay, you're not circumcised, circumcised. So it's funny. You have to listen. Learn that what I said on Facebook earlier. Either learn to laugh or die crying. That's
It's
it. That's it.
it's true. That's life. That's why I laugh so much because I'm like, life can be very depressing and like
Yeah.
if you know what I'm saying, if you lit it. So you just gotta find the comedy in the shit,
Yeah.
and just roll with
And
the
it's
punch.
because it's because people don't know. People have no idea what you've survived. Like their troubles are I can't get laid. And if we ran a list of what our troubles were in life and we overcame, you know what I mean? Woo, we're here. Hi everybody. Welcome to
It's
Unblock.
so true. Because the people who do know our stories, they're always like, how? How did you do it? How are
Yeah.
you so like da 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 da? It's a choice at the end of the day. Those things are make it or break it situations, and you finally you at some point you get to a crossroads. Like, okay, do I go crazy? Do I whatever, or do I just find a way to find something positive and get lessons out of this and grow from it? And choose to do that, then life gets better.
Learn to laugh or die crying. So I do want to get into because this is really good, Lily, the Dr. Jackie thing. I think we should do that a whole like topic on its own because it's so
No,
juicy.
it deserves. That's an important topic. Important topic. So we got to do that justice. Seriously.
We'll do that separately because I got my own stories. I'm not going to divulge everything because it ain't none of your business, and I'd rather put it in a book. If you're gonna be nosy about my life, pay me, bitches. So
I got some stories about that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I also wrote a short film about my experience called a white lab coat because we trust anything in a white lab coat. Anything. The doctor said it. What? The guy at the white lab coat? Oh yeah, it must be true. And that's how we grew up to trust that white lab coat. But anyway, we will continue with tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is this. Every day I hear a story and I'm like, nothing's going to be more outrageous than that. But this is absolutely outrageous. This is true and blue. This man is literally fighting right now with the courts to leave his gardener $6 billion. Okay. That is the man right there who owns Hermes. You guys know Hermes. Hermes. However you want to say it. We'll ask the model on the panel. Lily, how do you say it correctly? I know it's not Hermes like herpes. So what is it?
Hermes, like the H is silent.
Okay, Hermes. So this billionaire who owns Hermes, and I'm talking about billions, billions. Wait till I read you this article, okay, of what this man is worth. Apparently, he's an old man, and he figures can't take the money with you. I want to leave the money. and he wants to leave $6 billion, 6 billion with a B, $6 billion to his gardener. Okay, his gardener is a middle-aged man. It's not even like a young, spring chicken who's 18, middle-aged man with a family, and he wants to leave him $6 billion. Like I'm just like, so let me read you this article, and then we'll ask, what do you think? Does the gardener deserve this money? The obvious talking point is he could do what he want with his money, but I want to have a conversation about it. Right? We already know anybody could do what they want with their damn money. We know that. But I want to get into this a little bit. So it says, he's going so far as to, oh, you fucker. All right, well, I don't need you then. How about that? Don't get cute with me, because there's always somebody to replace you. Don't get cute. All right. You know how you pull up a article and it's like, oh, you've logged into this article too much, now you got to pay it. No, I'm not gonna. Fuck off. You know how many people? You know how much competition you have right now in the media?
It's insane, and the ads on everything have just gone. It's
Yeah.
just. I back out a lot of times. I don't have time for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I do the same thing. I'm like, you won't get, testy with me. I'll
I
just
think it's
move on.
because a lot
Okay, so Hermes tycoon's charity cries foul over move to leave half his $13.2 billion fortune to Gardner. So what's happening is this man's money is tied into a charity, and has been tied into a charity for many, many years. So what he wants to do is pull those billions out of that charity, right? And then split it with his Gardner. So now the charity is fighting for his money. Ain't that about a bitch?
They're like, hold on. That's crazy. They're like, hold on.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen before you even got into the story. Now that's too much. That's
what's his name again?
Regular person.
His name is, I had it earlier, Puech. Nicolas.
Okay.
P-E-U-C-H. Nicolas. Nicolas.
See,
it says here. Oh, go ahead. Ron.
You have that kind of money, you're connected to a number of things, a number of interests, and I'm pretty sure, people who are involved with them they're probably counting the days.
Well, he is 80, for the record.
I mean, it's literally any time at any moment, when you're 80, and I'm pretty sure they're calculating this and calculating that, and then to have to wake up and find out like, oh yeah, his gardener is going to get the money. In their mind, they're like, whoa. Got strippers and cocaine waiting on that money. What the fuck are you talking about? We got a couple of keys to flip.
Margaritas and
exactly.
cocaine.
We got a couple of islands to build with that fucking money, pal. What the fuck do you mean you're giving it to some fucking Joe Six Pack with a fucking family? So yeah, I can see it.
Right.
That's like somebody. So that's like him giving money to $6 billion to no saint.
Now, I want to know what he's planting to deserve $6 million.
Well, David Dillon says either dude really knows how to prune tulips, or bro is really good at more than just gardening.
Well,
just
listen.
Maybe there's some hose work. Maybe the hose is being used as that.
Look, this motherfucker just ain't just planting seeds, okay? Let's just call it. Or maybe he is planting seeds. Put him anyway.
Vent Dieu says Gardner is a goner. That's another thing. Women, don't we just love women? Women, there are groups of them that go. I saw a documentary, and there's women that follow baseball players, right? And they know the clubs they frequent, the bars they frequent, the hotels, they hang out in the hotel lobbies. Like, there really are women that, follow these baseball players, what cities, whatever, because they're trying to get knocked up by, want to get married and what have, right? Whatever. I'm not knocking your hustle. However, when you hear numbers like this, you got to know everybody and their mama is looking at flights right now, right? Not only for the old man, but for this gardener. So, the gardener is a goner. You never know. They're probably scheming on him, women, all kinds of shit.
Whole shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, they scheme on men with a lot less money. This man has $13.2 billion. They scheme on men with a lot less money.
Look, man, $6 billion. I mean, your great uncles, cousins, dog is gonna show up at your fucking front door talking about, hey man, I've been thinking about you. You okay? Like, seriously, that kind of money is, to be real, I tell him, like, look, man, I'm not saying you should leave me some, you can't leave me some money, but don't give me $6 billion fucking dollars, man. You're literally putting the target on me and my fucking family.
That's a setup. That's a whole
putting
setup.
the target on my fucking family. You know what I mean?
They're gonna have to leave. They would, but with $6 billion, a middle-aged man is gonna live real regular, but he'll be able to leave it to his kids.
Right. But somebody worth $6 billion, so that's a hell of a lot of fucking. He's gonna have to get security first of all.
Yeah.
Well, he can afford it.
Right. Exactly. He's gonna have to get security. It's gonna around the clock fucking security for a period of time, probably permanently.
For him and his kids, though. For him and his wife.
Family.
Right. He's gonna have to leave wherever the fuck he is. He's gonna have to leave and go. Don't even tell your family where you're going. You'll be like, yo, we leaving. You'll find out where we're going when we get there.
Because it's not just him, it's sad, but it's going to be his whole family that's a target. If you know the daughter and what school she goes to, let me get in that, you know what I'm saying? Let me get on over there. The wife, So the New York Post says, even though I hate the New York Post, but says Hermes tycoon's charity cries foul over move to leave half his $13.2 billion fortune to his gardener. And Hermes Heirs Charitable Foundation is crying foul. Nicolas Puech. Let's just say Puech. Nicolas Puech or Puech. The 80-year-old black sheep of the French family that founded the fashion house. There it goes. There it is. He's the black sheep of his family. So he's like, fuck y'all. Created a stir earlier this month when he reportedly filed papers to adopt his 51-year-old gardener, with plans to leave as much as half of his vast estate to him, according to reports. Puech, a reportedly childless recluse who lives in Switzerland, hired a formidable legal team to formalize the gardener's adoption. Oh, so he's serious. And revise his estate arrangements, according to reports. Not much is known about Puech's ties to the unidentified gardener and handyman, or how long he's worked for the fifth generation descendant of Hermes founder Thierry Hermes. As the Post reported, the gardener has 2 kids with a wife from Spain and comes from a modest Moroccan family, according to the Swiss newspaper Tribune de Genève. However, the philanthropic organization Puech founded in 2011, called the Isocrates Foundation, is battling to halt the cancellation of its own inheritance contract, Bloomberg reported Wednesday. The contract reportedly provides Puech estimated 6 million shares in Hermes to be left to the foundation unless he becomes a father, in which case his child would be entitled to a part of his inheritance and at least 50% in case of a son, CNN reported. Okay, so they were supposed to get 6 million. It's a charity. I don't see why the gardener won't just trick them off 6 million. I don't understand. I mean, if it's 6 million, I'd be like, here you go. I mean, I got 6 billion. I'll trick you off 6 million. Yeah? No? Am I wrong? No? Yeah?
How do you spell that name?
P-E-U-C-H.
That's a weird name. It is a weird spelling.
Yeah.
Switzerland.
So we adopted this motherfucker.
Yeah. So, black sheep of the family figures. You see a lot of this if you watch shows like Billions, and what's the other one that I love with Brian Cox, and these families with the billions and millions rolling around, you can always find family members that hate each other. It's like that episode of Twilight Zone when they were all waiting for the old man to die. He gave them masks, and then they took the masks off, and then they had those faces and it was like, I want my face back. What happened? You know the one. So, you know, it's the same thing then. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get like the whole bitterness and whatever. I'm very understanding that long as I wasn't abused, you know what I mean, by these people or treated badly. But I'm so clear on how money works. I'm so clear on what money does to people. I'm so clear on why money is needed so desperately and so badly. I understand greed too. So, you know, I know he's trying to stick it to his family, like, watch this, hold my whiskey, and I'm gonna give it to my gardener. But I'm like, you know what I mean? I'll pass the mic and eat my chips.
But you know, maybe that was, maybe that's the last stick it to him that he wanted to pull against his fucking family. He's probably been sticking it to them son of a bitches all his fucking life. So he's like, hey, and for my last trick.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, first of all, the poor gardener, I mean, not poor. I mean, if he gets any of the money, he's not going to be poor, but he's only going to have to now fight for this money in court after this guy dies, because that's how it always goes. It always goes.
Yeah.
The old man lost it at the end. He had mental disorders. He wasn't, and so they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight
all
this
the time.
Gardener for this.
Well, they're gonna kill him for it. They're gonna literally kill him for it.
Well, yeah, but they're gonna fight him for it first, and they're gonna say that the dad had was in mental decline when he wrote this will and all this kind of stuff, because that's what it happens every time.
They're gonna dig deep to see if they had a relationship too, of course.
Of course,
like with the Anna Nicole Smith family going. I mean, not the family of the billionaire. You know,
and she didn't get no money, right? Anna Nicole didn't get no money, right?
I don't think she did.
I don't think so.
No, the guy got the money. The guy got the money after she died. After she died, the guy got the money because he got the daughter. Remember they had to have a DNA test for the daughter. Whoever got the daughter got the money.
Oh, so then they start fighting over the daughter.
No, well, they started fighting over the daughter. Yeah, they started fighting over the daughter.
But I know that the son was out for blood. Did he get to stop it?
Remember he died. Oh yeah. No, he tried, but he didn't. It eventually went over to the daughter, eventually went to Anna Nicole. But I think by the time Anna Nicole won it, she died, and the daughter got it. And so whoever got the daughter.
So it says here, the court sided with the former Playboy model, and she was awarded $474 million. However, because she filed for bankruptcy in California and Marshall's will was settled in Texas courts, the entire amount was appealed and reduced to $88 million, according to the American Academy of Estate Planning Attorneys. So,
oh, poor lady, $88 million.
Right.
I'm just thinking, man, if I got $6 billion, first of all, okay, if I didn't have a family, first thing I'd do is that I would take the money, take out 30 billion, I'll take out like 30 million, spread it across my people, like my friends or whatever, and tell all those motherfuckers, this is the last time you'll ever see me ever again in your life. I'm disappearing. I'm going off the radar.
Okay, so this little girl, she don't have fuck you money. It says here, how much is Danny Lynn Burkhead accumulate her estimated net worth, considering that she did not inherit a significant amount of money from her mother. Danny Lynn Burkhead, the daughter of the late Anna Nicole Smith, has an estimated worth of $3 million, according to the most recent reports, and that's of December 5th, 2023. So where's the fucking money?
Right. That was such a convoluted situation.
We may have an explanation here, Lily. It says, why did Danny Lynn inherit nothing? Smith initially won a $474 million judgment, but after more than a decade of bitter argument, I'm telling you, his son.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That man, he looked like the devil. He looked like, you're going to pry this money from my fucking dead hand.
He did. Yeah. He looked like he was
mean. But come on, he was probably, that old man died. He looked like he was 100 years old. That man was waiting decades for that man to die.
And then here comes this stripper bitch.
I mean,
right.
This big titty stripper bitch out of nowhere.
I would have fought too. I would have fought.
In her prime, I must say, for a man in his advanced ages, that to see something like that and whatever she said to him, I understand.
Oh, I understood it
He
too.
fell victim to whatever the fuck she said.
Yeah,
however she said it.
When she got with that old man, she wasn't in her prime. She was washed. But to him,
yeah,
she was a little. She was washed when she with the whatchamacallit, the reality show route.
Yeah,
that's what she was washed for sure.
But she was washed with the old man too.
She still had
I thought she was in her guest. Was she in a
wasn't the Playboy days.
It wasn't guest. I know she was still modeling.
It wasn't the Playboy days. I will admit it was not the Playboy days.
Guest Anna Nicole Smith.
Everything.
Guest Anna Nicole Smith really was like she could have dated any billionaire.
Because it takes a lot for me to go
that old man. And that big old wedding dress that she was dragging down that aisle, y'all, pushing his wheelchair. She was washed already. I don't know what
that lady.
She wasn't washed.
I love that woman. You know, she's like one of my favorite people.
Again, was she Playboy?
No,
fresh out the rack, Anna Nicole Smith? No, we won't know. That version of Anna Nicole Smith, she was unstoppable. She literally could have had anybody she fucking wanted. I will agree to that.
And she chose a guy that looked like a damn chimpanzee at the end of the day. His ears out like this.
So she chose him. She chose him because she was washed and because he had money.
True.
We won't say that.
Because if she was at the height, why not go get you an Arab billionaire if you bought it?
She got the low hanging fruit. That was low hanging fruit.
Thank you.
That was low hanging fruit.
Well, but the Arab billionaire might
how much was
the
he?
next 10 years.
How much was he?
That guy was gonna
say again.
How much was the guy? The old thing.
What about him?
I mean,
billions.
He was millions.
Billions.
Yeah. So it says here because I'm trying to find out why the little girl and get the bag. It says initially, blah, blah. A court ruled in 2014 that Danny Lynn is not eligible to inherit anything from the Marshall estate. Forbes reported her 20-year-old son, Daniel, died of an overdose 3 days after Smith gave birth to her daughter. So it appears, little girl didn't get nothing. I thought her dad got the money.
Well, that's what I thought, but you said 2014. By 2014, I stopped following the case, so I didn't get the update for the 2014. I left off in like 2006 or some shit. So,
but
listen, I know that man was not gonna let go. I took one look at that man and I said, "Oh, they're not getting that money."
No. So I got a good fuck you story. How people. So this comes straight from my family actually, but not from a family member that I really like. So I don't give a damn telling the story. All right. Mm-hmm. So, I have a family member who passed away, right? And 2 children and a sister who she left behind. You know, they come bouncing over to the funeral to pay their respects to mom and sister. Access denied. She put that shit in her fucking will.
Oh, that sounds like my daughter. My daughter always says that. She was like, if anybody come to your funeral and I'm fucking getting in, I'll be like, you get out. My mother didn't like you anyway.
Let me tell you, she made sure she took care of that shit before she got up out of here. She said, and she did it to the point where they didn't know until they showed up to the funeral.
Yeah, don't do me.
She did the whole to her son. Not both of her sons, but one of her sons and her sister. So they just come bouncing up like, what's going on, Albert? Huh? I'm sorry, huh? So like, people can be real petty.
Well, and what I want to say is that like the richest person in Louisiana is Gail Benson. She owns the Saints and the Pelicans and numerous other stuff from her husband, right? And the husband married her. I think the husband, Tom Benson, might have been 25, 30, maybe older, you know. But the problem was, and they were married for a good, I don't know, 20, 25 years. And the granddaughter was, his granddaughter was supposed to take over. All these things happened. Well, he ended up getting in an argument with all his family and left everything to her, most everything. I'm sure his family, and I mean, he owned car dealerships in San Antonio. I mean, just a lot of money going around. And there was a fight. I mean, the family was fighting, saying that, and towards the end, he was mentally, losing it towards the end, but there was always a fight. The family always comes after. And what's really interesting about this whole thing, so she inherits all this, right? She has no kids. She's not getting remarried. And basically she put in that when I die, I just want to make sure that the team goes to someone who's going to keep the teams here in New Orleans. But I'm thinking to myself, that's got to really eat the family up. He built these used car dealerships, bought teams, billions of dollars, and all that money now that he made is going to go not to the family, but it's going to go to, it's going to go, I don't even know. I have no idea where that money's. I think she's going to give it to like charities and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, you can see how a money line, and what the story that you're talking about kind of reminds me of that, because this guy built up all his wealth and now he's basically saying, I'm going to take half my wealth and it's not going to any descendants or any heirs. It's going to somewhere totally different. It's crazy. But that's why all these things end up in court and there's fights over it once these people die.
What's up, E Black? We see you in the building pulling up.
Didn't Queen of Mean, Leona Hemsley, leave the dog $12 million?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe she left the dog $12 million.
I think her farewell letter, if I'm not mistaken, she had like a farewell letter, and she was just basically saying, "Fuck all you motherfuckers."
Let me say something about Leona.
I was actually a fan of that woman. I was
she was consistent.
Yeah, she was. She was.
I love Leona. She was consistent.
Over here eating her motherfucking chips, talking about, I'm gonna do that same shit when I die. You have a
you know me there, because I'm like, I'm a consistent motherfucker. I'm a consistent motherfucker.
I'm telling you, she was consistent. Because people used to always do these exposés about her. I'm like, these exposés are actually making me like her more. Tell me more. I like this. Like,
I ain't hard to figure out. He knows me too.
I realize this is what I like about people. I like people, or I admire people that don't give a fuck, don't apologize, and are consistent, right? You know what you're getting. They're like, look, it's not politically correct, but politically correct, in my opinion, if you're able to remain politically correct all the time, then that just means you're a good liar and a good actor.
Right. I'm like, I can't trust you.
I can't trust you. I just can't trust you. So it's like, but when people are just like, look, this is what the fuck you get. Like me or not, I don't give a fuck, right? Like those centipede people I gravitate toward.
So it says here, going into, I like this article better. It says a descendant of Europe's richest family. Oh, excuse me, the richest family. Excuse me. A descendant of Yore's richest family has reportedly begun a process to adopt his middle-aged former gardener, planning to leave him at least half of his roughly $12 billion. I wonder who's the other $6 billion going to? $13 billion fortune. Nicolas Puech, 80, a fifth-generation descendant of the founder of French luxury goods company Hermes, wants to cancel a contract that would bequeath his fortune to the Socrates Foundation, which he founded, and instead make his employer legal heir. Swiss newspapers Tribune, blah, blah, blah. The charitable foundation is contesting Puech's plan to cut ties with it. It says it learned only recently, from a legal point of view, a unilateral cancellation of the contract of inheritance seems void and unfounded. The organization said in a statement shared with CNN Wednesday, the foundation has therefore opposed in court the cancellation of the contract while leaving the door open for discussions with its founder. So in other words, they're like, we in court, bitch, but we could talk about it if you like. It says, referring to the Swiss media reports on Puech's wish to adopt his employee, the charity said it wasn't in a position to judge or comment on this initiative, adding that it leaves to the relevant authorities to decide on this matter. CNN has contacted the billionaire's lawyer for comment. Established by Puech in 2011 and funded by him since then, the Socrates Foundation supports public interest journalism and civil society organizations working toward a healthy digital public space, according to his website. Oh, I thought they were feeding people. The inheritance contract between the foundation and Puech, who isn't known to have children, reportedly provides for his shares in Hermes to be left to the foundation. That is, unless he becomes a father, in which case his child would be entitled to a part of the inheritance and at least 50% in the case of a son. Puech purportedly owns 5.7% of Hermes, a company known for its silk scarves and leather handbags, a post-pandemic boom in demand for luxury goods. This is the point I wanted to bring up to you. Listen to this. A post-pandemic boom in demand for luxury goods has propelled Hermes to a valuation of $230 billion, making Puech stake worth around $12 billion. Listen to what I said. A post-pandemic boom in demand for luxury good. What happened during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, people got a lot of PPP loans. They started buying luxury goods. Everything started going up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So as we said, cut that reparations check so these damn designers could get their money.
They was getting their money during the pandemic, baby. They was
Literally
making out good.
Post-pandemic, literally, where a time where we were uncertain of life, if we were going to live or die. People, the vaccinated were fighting the unvaccinated. Hospitals were full. Deaths, funerals. These motherfuckers went luxury brand shopping
Cut the
after
check.
the pandemic.
Cut the
People were getting divorced. Am I going to stay with you? Am I not? And these motherfuckers, I mean, look, a demand for luxury goods, a demand.
The stuff I saw during the pandemic was, I saw people just going out and buying Mercedes. I mean, and I'm talking just like, you live in the projects. What are you doing with a brand new Mercedes?
Light bulb moment, because one of my besties from New York, he told me that a mutual friend of ours, or she ain't my friend no more, but a mutual person we know, he was like, yeah, she was going to give me her car for this amount because she just got herself a BMW. And I was like, such and such got a BMW? She drives a Nissan.
Right. They was going from Toyotas to Mercedes and shit. It was crazy. Or walking.
Right. I was like, how'd you go from that? Never mind. I'm on my business.
It was the whole pan. And there was, I guess even better. Like I was watching them. Now, some people did go out and get business spaces, right? But they weren't wise, because I'm like, they were getting the most luxurious, biggest, just unnecessary space for their business. I'm like, are you going to be able to keep this up? Like, are you bringing in enough right now to be able to keep this up? Or pre-pandemic, right? So just assuming that when we open back up, your income comes back up, will you be able to sustain it? So I watched people taking back cars or getting the cars taken back and having to move out of business spaces because people were just spending dumb. I know so many stories that I've heard and seen, and just, it was insane. And when you bring it up, people get mad. And I'm like, but this is what happened. This is what fucking happened. I don't know.
230. Can you just imagine, like, people like your name so much or want to be seen in your name so much that they catapult you to $230 billion? That's power. That's power of the mind, like a motherfucker, boy. It's like, and I remember Beyonce saying it in a song, and upgrade you. Hermes briefcase. That's why I remember hearing that shit. And they have the orange boxes, right, Lily? The orange boxes.
Mm-hmm.
230 billion post-pandemic is it's mind-blowing. Because I'm telling you, at that time, I thought everybody was thinking of their mortality. Apparently not. Apparently they needed their Hermes scarves.
I think they're talking about when things opened back up and everybody had pent up demand to go and shop. But there was a lot of still supply chain issues. I remember like used cars being really expensive. Like trading in a used car, you were getting, I'll give an example. Erica wrecked her car that had a year left to pay on it. She bought it used. It was, I don't know, 17 grand. They gave her $32,000 when it totaled, when somebody hit her and it totaled out. They gave her 32 because the market, the used car market was so high at that point that was what the going rate was, for that kind of model car with that mileage on it. But luxury, yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, that they would go for the luxury.
But that's why I'm thinking, first of all, it's not the people that were wealthy already because they got Hermes all in their closet.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not the people it's not the wealthy people because their whole closet, their bags and everything is already Hermes and Birkin and Gucci and Louis and all of that. So where did this demand come from? It had to be from new money. It had to be.
Yeah.
Look, man, nobody, I tell people, motherfuckers don't hate capitalism. They just hate being broke.
That's it.
That's just all it is, beloved. You don't hate capitalism. Because the moment, look, if motherfuckers hated capitalism, there wouldn't be lottery tickets bought in record numbers when this jackpot hits like 800 billion or $1 billion fucking dollars. No, people hate being poor. And I understand why you hate being poor, because being poor fucking sucks. You know what I mean? I was poor for decades of my life. You know what I mean? But we're not going to sit here and behave as if, you don't secretly envy the rich. You don't secretly envy those who have access to a particular life, that you've never experienced. Because the moment that you can even if you can even scheme your way in, these motherfuckers take that opportunity without even looking back. So it just is what it is. People are just full of shit in that regard.
Ooh, speaking of full of shit, Andrew Libre says something interesting. He said, proof people don't really believe in the afterlife. That's interesting.
I don't think people have. I think, again, the afterlife only is alluring when you're poor in the moment. If you have access to the riches that you want, if you have access to life that you really want to have and lead, most people aren't going to think about the moral conundrums that come along with it. They're going to let that shit burn. They're going to scream YOLO all the way to the Playboy Mansion. You know what I mean? So a lot of times people think of the afterlife when they don't have much going on at that moment, because it gives them hope. It gives them they're like, okay, I'm fucked up now, but when I die, things like that.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of wealthy people being obsessed with living forever, which is weird to me. I'm like, why the fuck would you want to stay in this prison forever? I'm like, I'm done my time. Peace.
Right.
I'm always like, I'm done my time.
Yeah, they want to have a legacy, or they want to have, like, if they're not going to live an afterlife, they want to have their legacy live on, and make a mark. A lot of the wealthy, and they'll donate to certain. I mean, look at what I know. Howard Hughes didn't do it but he did. He left a legacy. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but
he was really peeing in mason jars and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Yeah. Was he really peeing in mason jars and shit like that and letting his fingernails grow? Or was that just a bullshit rumor?
No, he was.
No.
He was.
Did he lose his damn mind?
Yeah, he was. Germaphobe and all that stuff. Where he couldn't. He was compulsive. He was. Towards the end, it was
brilliant man, though. Brilliant man.
Oh, thank you, Dawood Ali, the Soul Sage podcaster. Salute to you too. Black Lexicon says all NFL teams are 3.5 billion. Is that true? No, Saint?
Worth 3.5 billion? That's not. No, I don't think that's correct.
Less or more?
No, I don't think they're worth 3. Maybe one or two might be, but I'd have to look again. But like 100 million, 99, 99 million, 100 million. I think the Saints are worth like 89 or 90 million, 900. Sorry, million.
900 million. So almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And they were bought in 1986 when it was the other owner sold it. I think they bought it for 77 million.
You ain't thinking about that football player you had in your pocket, are you, Jenny?
No, I had to let him go.
Yeah, they're like, ooh.
Yeah, I got another one though.
They're painful. Football play, like I'm telling you, athletes are painful to be with. No one talks about that.
Well, I gotta tell you who knows it. You'll know who it is.
Yeah, I need to hear that. I need to hear about that.
Especially
No.
if you're a person of intelligence and value intelligence.
My little football player situation. First of all, he was 10 years younger than me. And it's a novel idea, guys, but they have a certain demographic of friends when they're 10 years younger than you. Their friends I'm sitting there, they're playing Madden. And I'm sitting there like, okay, what else are we gonna do? The house is always full. It's a mansion, but it's messy because they live, no matter where they go, they live the way they live. Always people around, security all the time. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? He was great, gentleman, took care of me, my friends, but I was just like, after I got over, and I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I was really like, hey, it wasn't even the money, it was the body. I love big bodied men, and I thought it was exciting for me to be so tiny and be with a guy that's like 6'4" linebacker, animal. And I'm like, ooh, you know what I mean? And then that wore off, like that new car smell wears off. Was he worth a lot? Yeah, at the time, maybe about 70 million was his contract. But you guys know me. I'm an asshole, and I'm an asshole no matter what your tax bracket is. Like Lily said, what did you say? Consistent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like that. I'm not. You can't walk in and be what Bezos could walk in. I'll be like, all right, what do you say something that's entertaining? You know what I mean? I'm that type of weirdo. Sorry, I am.
I think that women that can get one guy worth 70 million know they can probably get another guy worth 70 million. So it's not like a novelty to them. You know what I mean? It's like,
okay, so that's probably what it is and why it's not a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I got to hold on to it. And it's funny because my friends was like, can we get him? I was like, I don't care. Listen, because we weren't like, I wasn't, what was missing too? I didn't fall in love with him.
Right.
It would have been a different story. That would have been a different story. But it was more to me like, oh, this is cute. I'm getting to see the games on the field. I'm getting flued in and out. We're eating at this restaurant. You know what I mean? So that's very, fun to do. And then it's like, and then everything winds down. Very protective, though. I love that about him. His entourage was very protective of me. Gentlemen, all of them. I never felt like, but it's just the 10-year difference and the fact that we didn't like, like that chemistry wasn't like, oh my God, I love him. I tried. I was like, ooh, but it wasn't there. It wasn't there. So
one thing about women is that women who can get men of means and men of resources, they're not often in these gender war debates. I just want people to sit down and really pay attention to that. They're really not in these gender war debates. Was the last time you saw a woman that was like, I mean, she literally had millionaires in her phone. She had, this woman has been around, with some of the richest men in the world. It's the last time you see that woman actually sit there and have an argument about gender wars.
I thought about that the other day because I know people. I think we all know people. We see people on our timeline like that's all they fucking post all day, and I'm just. And
so what's so terrible that what's so terrible that we can't even have an opinion about the opposite sex. And us, we love men, but we can't even have an opinion about the opposite sex. They try to pull us into the gender war, and I'm like, wrong girl. Like I don't hate men. You know what I mean? Like don't pull me in. Yeah, because you're a model. I was like, whoa, hey, I just said some of you have long balls and some of you have short balls. That doesn't mean that I hate men. But you're absolutely right. I think when it's easy for women to be in the circles with those men, we don't, you know what I mean? We don't like, oh my God, there's Haran knows. He saw the other night. I slid in some DMs, had the guy talking to me for an hour and a half. No saying. I'm talking about a big wig in the NFL. Okay. And I'm literally talking to him and I'm like, well, I've seen you with this sweatshirt. Are you part of blah, blah, blah? And he was like, wait, you really don't know? And I'm like, I really don't know. And I think it's rude to Google somebody while you're talking to them. So you tell me. And he came back and was giving me articles. This is me playing for blah, blah, blah. He was like, so here's your Google. And I was laughing. I was like, well, thank you, because I think it's rude to Google somebody while you're talking it up.
Well, tell them about the funny story though. I'm over there when she's saying she's talking to this guy. I'm over there looking through my Rolodex, looking through some things, looking for some networking opportunities for the business that I'm building. Just going through everything. And she's like, yeah, I got such and such in my DMs. I'm like, see, this is how, like, pretty girls, this life is just on easy mode for y'all. Like, Lily's hanging out with the mayor. She's skydiving. I'm at work. Motherfuckers is on my ass for a fucking project. And just like pretty women, it's just like life is just this. This is why a lot of times when these dudes are just throwing tomatoes and sandwiches at pretty women and calling them 304s, I'm like, no, you really need to get a couple of them on your side, man. Like,
oh, E-Black knows. E-Black is like, fuck that, better than no Jen and hater. Ain't that right, E-Black? E-Black makes me laugh because he does that.
Because guess what? The places you don't. You know what I mean? Myron can't get you into the motherfucking governor's mansion.
Fresh and Fit ain't gonna get you in there.
Fresh and Fit ain't gonna get you backstage.
All right, but
motherfucking, what I mean, Big Daddy Kane or whatever, some shit like that. Them niggas ain't doing that.
But I will say the price to be paid is that for every great person in her DM that can open these doors, there's some 75-year-old guy with a lot of money trying to harass you, or some ugly guy with a lot of money trying to harass you that you got to bat away and do it politely. So, you got to put on a face. Guys don't do that. Guys, if a girl is ugly, like I think Joan Rivers is the one that said, when you've lost your looks when guys don't hold the door open or give you their seat or give you their seat any longer. Guys are kind of mean like that. Like,
yeah, but Joan Rivers, was she ever a looker? Joan Rivers?
Joan was never a looker.
I can't imagine men wanting to open the door for her.
No, but she wasn't as ugly as she said she used to act like she was.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But
yeah,
but I want to say something to this guy. So you're saying he doesn't have any errors, right? He doesn't have any errors. But he's got to have like
childless. It says childless.
Huh?
It says childless.
But I mean, what about other family members? I wonder.
Well, he's estranged. He don't like him. Black sheep or the family.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Like it that kind of stuff is what normally happens, right? Like it's sad to say, but we are to family members, we are very I mean, I know I am. It's like you judge them really hard, Sometimes you're looking like, God dang, like what? You get and they're your blood, but you're like you'll butt heads and you'll judge them a lot harder than because you can pick your friends. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. So sometimes your family pisses you off and you're like, how did I, you're looking at something they're doing and it's irritating the shit out of you. And you're like, you wonder like, how am I related to this person?
Who are you saying? Let me do a disclaimer real quick. Because I'm like, motherfuckers, you incels watching right now, lurking, or you incels that are going to watch later. What makes me laugh is the retort. Yeah, but they just want to fuck you. Well, here's the thing. No matter what man I meet, whether he's the garbage collector or the mailman or the fry cook at McDonald's, he's going to want to fuck me. Right? Every man is going to want to fuck me. Any man who's interested in me is going to want to fuck me. I'd rather be with the guy who can afford the helicopter ride that wants to fuck me. It's simple math. And because I'm not looking for a ring, I'm okay. I'll enjoy my steak and my lobster and my trip to Hawaii with the guy that wants to fuck me, because the garbage collector is going to want to fuck me too.
Right. And here's a real dumb fucking piece of information. I saw Myron speak on in terms that he was on this little show. And this motherfucker said a woman's orgasm isn't important. Alphas don't worry about making women come. And I'm like, essentially, this is a beta male concern. And I'm like, and I'm thinking about it. If we look at it from a mathematical perspective, okay? Mathematically speaking, most women have said this. Most women do not orgasm with their partners, I think the number's like 80, 90%. I mean, if it was at a gun range, you'd be a fucking sharpshooter. You know what I mean? If it was a gun range percentage, you'd be able to kill everyone. But anyway, he was saying it was something like that. So if you are known for giving women multiple orgasms, wouldn't it be assumed that you have your pick of the fucking litter when word gets around? And at the core of that, if you're surrounded by all of these women, doesn't that, quote unquote, according to you guys, make you alpha? You see, these niggas are starting to sound like the Bible. They contradict each other like every 6 or 10 pages. You know what I mean? All the philosophies conflict depending on where they want to stand on certain areas. Now, going back to, you know, Jen for a second, I was watching, Jason Momoa. He was on Kelly Clarkson's show. He was talking about Aquaman and so on. And men such as himself, who have no problem with women, you can just see the ease and the comfort that they have in themselves. Like, he's a very calm and polite, you know what I mean, guy. Same thing with Idris Elba. Same thing with Henry Cavill. Henry doesn't even know he even knows where he is half the time. If you look at his face, he's just like he doesn't even know where he is half the time. He's just sitting down and answering questions and keeping it moving. While outside of men like that, that's where the visceral anger really lives.
But you know what's crazy, Herman? Before we wrap, what's crazy is that it's not even a tax bracket thing.
No.
Men that are just like real cool and they know they can get laid when they want to, whatever. And if a woman rejects them, okay, have a nice day, whatever. Like, those men are always laid back. Those men are always chill. Those are the best men, like, to know. It's these other dudes that are uptight all the time. They just want to fuck you. They do. I mean, thank you, Black Lexicon. He says you're worth way more than a fuck, Jen. That part's only nice. And here's the thing. Sometimes Jen just wants to fuck. We have to understand that. Okay. I know what I'm worth, but we have to wrap our minds around. Sometimes women just want to fuck. Right.
Yeah.
And I know that on social media, men will have you believe that's not true. Yes. Especially a woman over 40, honey, I'm about to be a vet. Okay. So I don't like complications either. I really don't.
Do you realize how, like, much they jump off of bridges when us or women express that we love sex?
Oh, they
you love sex. You whore. You whore. Like, it gets really.
You'll never pair bond.
It is horrible. Like, I was like, oh wow. Like, anytime we release a clip just like willy-nilly like expressing that we enjoy sex, it's like, you're gonna die alone, you whore.
Yes.
How dare you love sex? It's crazy. It's like,
I was like, well, I'm actually a dog person, but okay.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, I don't have my cats, so it's no big deal. I've already started, so it's no big deal.
Right. Yeah, but it's not even that. It's not even a tax bracket thing. It's a loser thing. Like, you're a loser, and you'd be a loser with money. Like the dude I was arguing with, Adam Sosnick. I got 4 million, like a little bitch. I got 4 million. I got 4 million subscribers. How many you got? 400. I was like, no, bitch, 4,000. Well, I got millions of dollars. I'm like, and you're still a fucking tool. So that's why I'm saying it's not a tax bracket thing. It's just not. Like, there are a lot of tools running around here with new money, and you're still a tool.
So that's a very true statement. I lived in a place with a lot of new money, and it was like, oh, you can keep all of them. I don't give a fuck how much they make. Keep them. I don't want them. I can't deal with. I can't even do a dinner.
And the thing is that those dudes, that new money, that fast YouTube money, YouTuber money, they still don't know how to deal with women. They still suffer from arrested development. So they take you out on a date and you're going to be talking to a man child. That's why I say it's not a tax bracket thing. You're still a tool. And that's why I told that tool, that Adam Sosnick, I was like, you're a dime a dozen, ho. You specifically, you new money, coked up. You know what I mean? I fuck 25-year-olds. You're a dime a fucking dozen. You're a tool, right? And another guy was like, no, he's not, Jen. You have to understand. Again, Haran knows who I was talking to the other night. It's not hard for me to talk to a grown ass man with old established money. But because these dudes are new to money, it's like, no one can get this. No one can. You're new money and you're probably going to blow it in a couple years because you're a tool and you need that Bugatti, right? And you need to look like you have money. You're a tool. And that's why you're crying when YouTube demonetizes you. Literally crying.
Because if you got it like that, you got it like that.
Right. Now would a man, okay, would a man who got it like that be crying because of YouTube demonetized? I would another any type of man would have been like, I don't give a fuck. I got 3 hustles.
Right.
And I planned for this because I'm such a dick online. I knew it was coming.
Exactly. I'm like, you're the idiot. Like you are an idiot to know the type of content you make on the platform that you make it on, knowing that you can wake up any day and they will take your channel any day. So to make that amount of money and not plan for the long game, I don't feel sorry for you. Just don't.
Like this, you have to use social media as like your advertisement, your marketing plan, your advertising. If you're looking at social media as a fucking source of income, you're a dick. You're a dick, and you'll be crying when you get demonetized.
Well, I think a lot of guys or a lot of people found out fast. They think that they built up a business or they built up a model, and look what I did. And if it was really yours, nobody would be able to take it away from you. The problem is it's not theirs. They're on a platform, and yes, they have a following, and yes, they made a lot of money, but they were not in control. They weren't their own boss because someone took it straight from them. And the guy you're talking about, it maybe it's part because I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like I'm thinking to myself, were you just all like people like that, where they just always kind of arrogant like that? To think that basically to think like, because when I hear people lead with that, like that's their comeback is, well, I'm a millionaire and I can afford this. I'm like, that is to me. I don't have millions of dollars. I take it. That's great, but to me, it sounds so lame. That is your worth, is literally the worth of you as a person is what you have.
That's exactly.
Well, Jen kind of said this on Sisterhood Sips, and there's a clip. And she was saying something like, what we're seeing is not revenge of the nerds, it's revenge of the rejects, right? So a reject doesn't feel like they have worth. But then you give that reject a bunch of money. Oh, now I found my worth. This is my worth. Because before I got this money in my hand, I had no worth. Women didn't talk to me. People didn't treat me with respect, things like that. So yeah. It's clear. You can see it. Like, because people who were that person before the money, they're going to be pretty much the same kind of temperament, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But my friend used to say, who you are is who you will be, right? So, like, it's already in you, right? And so that's coming from a place of feeling not seen, not heard, rejected, all of that stuff. And I'm gonna have to ring the race bell on this one, but go right, ring the race bell.
Yay! A race bell before we leave.
So it's kind of like the same thing, because I can't speak to other communities, but what I've seen in the Black community, for people who were raised like really poor and then get a lot at one time, it happens like that as well too, right? So it's not just a race thing, it's not just a sex thing, it's a lot of different things. But if you're feeling like that prior to getting the money, then your money is going to become your worth. That's it.
And I loathe, but it's like we have to keep teaching. I loathe. I always tell men, you are underestimating the power of options. You're underestimating a woman being sexy and personable and just happy, just a good spirited person. And I hate bringing up numbers, but I Googled that guy that I was arguing with over at Fresh and Fifth Adam Sosnick bitch, right? It says here 5 to 8 million, right? His worth is 5 to 8 million. And who knows how much of that is liquid, and who knows, right?
And
right. So when he's sitting there, an adult male telling me, I'm a millionaire though. I'm a millionaire. And I dated a man worth 70 million. right, that I let go of. I have a major coach in my DMs, you know what I mean, who's worth 25 million. My friends worth I'm this to me is obnoxious and nauseating to bring up somebody's net worth, but the only reason I do it is because these clowns make $2 or $3 million and they think they know who they're talking to. I always say you never know who you're talking to on the other end. I can make a phone call to one of my friends that's worth 70 and fucking crush you. Like you never know who you're talking to. You never know what that person experienced. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know who's in their phone. That's why I always say you don't know who's in my contacts. But then you have a tool who's worth 5 to 8, which is a lot of fucking money. Worth 5, but it's not 70 million. Am I right? Who's worth 5 to 8 million? I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. Like he's saying it as if really we've never seen one. Like they're in a novel.
The fact that they act like that in the comments, I'm like, you're saying more about you and who your circle is than mine. That's
like, do you even know a millionaire? Since we stuck on the word millionaire, do you know any?
Well, so that's why, because if they think it's unbelievable, it's because they haven't seen it.
Right. So it was laughable to me. I'm a millionaire. I'm like, you're a fucking tool. You're a bitch. That's where you're like, you're not going to impress me. Yeah, I'm not that girl. Maybe like the 25-year-old, you're gonna run around in Club Zouk later, but not, dude. You're a tool.
And then what they fail to realize, because they're like, oh, only this percentage is millionaires. I'm like, okay, this is the part that you're not understanding, though. Birds of a feather flock together. This is why when you see a young lady date a celebrity, right? And they're like, oh, damn, she going from celebrity, because this is now her dating pool. Right. And you're just mad because you're not in that dating pool. That's all it is.
Very true.
Because if you had the option to be in that dating pool, you'll be exercising your options as well. Okay, so that's all it is, because men of those means, they like to be surrounded by beautiful things, beautiful cars, beautiful houses, beautiful women, right? So once a woman gets into the circle, she's being introduced to the circle, and then the girlfriends and the friends, so you get into the circle. So now even if y'all break up, you're still friends with the girls, and then she's like, girl, I got somebody for you, don't worry about it. That's how it happens. Like, so for them to think it's so unbelievable, it's not.
And not just that, but listen, again, I get it. I don't have $6 or $7 million.
Yes, a lot.
And I would love to have it. But when you get into that, and there are examples of people that had careers that were making millions of dollars. You're living we talked about this, you're living a higher lifestyle, for one. You have more bills. Not just that, you're looking to make that wealth grow, and you're one or two bad investments from being broke. Yes. I mean, when you're like that. Now, if you're 50, if you're a billionaire, then we're talking different. That's $7 million. You can go broke. It's not like, quick. And you get deplatformed, then you're investing some great new crypto or something like that, and then your money is gone. So
that's a great.
And another thing is, like, when they lead with that, to me, all I'm thinking is, listen, there's people that aren't millionaires that made more of a mark in this world that people remember their names. If you die, chances are nobody even gonna know who you are.
Yeah. You'll be remembered as that tool that used to yell while you were coked up on Fresh and Fit's platform. That's how that's what you'll be remembered as. But it's silly, and I'm like, I always take it back to Scarface. If you got chivatos like that working for you, what other mistakes have you made? Here you are claiming you're worth, I'm a millionaire, right? Here you are claiming you're worth $5 to $8 million, and you're sitting here with men half your age yelling about men that can't get laid.
Right.
The math thing. So is that what you're doing with your time? I've had better conversations with the mailman, literally, when I go out and get my mail. Literally, better conversations. So I was just like, you guys, y'all look corny, but
difference between a like you said, a newborn millionaire, a baby millionaire, the people that have lots of money, like Jen, I think you might have even said this, you don't even know it. You're talking to somebody, and they may own half the block, and you wouldn't even know it.
You would not, because they have dirty New Balance on. No, I'm saying.
Yes, let me tell you. Okay, so I learned this in high school. I told you I went to a very mixed high school, and it wasn't just mixed race; it was mixed income as well. I mean, I'm talking from the lowest to the lowest to some really high income, and that was when I first started noticing it. When I would see the shoes of certain people, then they started inviting me to their homes.
Right. It's like,
But the lower the income, the better the shoes.
absolutely, all the time. But it goes. I'm glad you brought that up, Lily. When you said about the pool, the dating pool you're in, right? Because it's no different than like a girl dating, let's say, in her state or her neighborhood. Like these celebrity girls, like when you think of it, I mean, look at Nelly. Like Nelly dated Nelly dated Miss Jackson, who dated Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather had a chick in his stable who is now married to Ray J. Ray J used to hang out with Mayweather. So it's really just the circle that you're in. You're at the same parties. You're at the same baby showers. You're at the same, gender reveals. You're at the same award shows. You're at the same. So that's your circle. That's your circle. These are people that you can call on the phone. Speaking of, before we leave, I have a question. Okay, for the chat, for the lurkers. And no, it's not. It's not a pass around. It's not. It's not a pass around. It's a rodeo, and both men and women are participating. Okay. Okay. I have a question because one of my millionaire friends just texted me laughing because he saw my latest clip from Sisterhood Sips, the one where I'm talking about the long balls and trying to suck a man's dick with the long balls hanging.
That was funny.
And I want to know if what he just texted me is true. So, men on the panel, chat, you answer this as well. He claims, FYI, the only sensation balls actually have is when they get hit, it hurts. But other than that, they're not sensitive to sucking. Don't even waste your time putting them in your mouth. I don't have a set of balls. You tell me yay or nay. I'll take your word for it. Chat, answer that.
I'll let them answer first. I got to answer that.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to know. That's what he said. And you know who this is, Lily, too.
Balls are kind of like, nah, this is, you ain't got to do all that, right? The balls is just kind of like, oh, that's nice. You know what I mean?
That's one answer.
That's nice. That's cute. You know what I mean? But, get to the meat of the problem. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a lot of sometimes when women take too long with the balls, I'm like trying to like.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking
I'm about to answer this. I have a different answer.
Because look, DJ Rex said facts. So wait a minute. So you don't like you don't like this?
No, what the fuck is that?
A lot of them do. It's all
right, but it's kind of like
you're one twist away from being in pain.
Right, right, all that.
Wait, but balls are very, very sensitive, and there's a way to caress them, and there's a way. I don't mean like, you know what I mean. It's a very
back of your ear. You want me to on the back of your fucking ear and you know what I mean, massage it and shit in the back of your ear? Like, it'll get annoying after a while, right?
I will say there's guys who have a thing for that, but it's not the most common. But there are guys who have a thing for like paying attention to their balls, right? I mean, down from licking to humming, they like the vibration. I've even had a hum. Okay, had a hum before.
Weirdo.
A little good Shelby Caesar hum.
And a damn harmonica.
It's a little much.
Like you're doing the hymn. Jesus. That's how you gotta do it.
I don't want someone humming on my balls. Like
I will say.
Hold on. You got something that wants you to pull them.
Yeah. There's fetishes out there for people to spike their heels.
Okay, the average guy. I consider y'all the average.
But I think it does nothing for me. Nothing for me. And I've always thought, because of porn and stuff, that it's almost just like Yeah, play with
Yeah,
the
let me
ball,
ask
like
you-
almost like a kind of humiliating type of thing, like in porn. I mean, I just don't. Yeah,
So
James,
I can put a clothespin on it and bap.
yeah.
you see now you see, you always resort to violence. We're just having a conversation. No,
What are
you
you
can't
talking about? Mose said the woman did that to him on his nipples.
you can't put a clothespin on someone, period, and just like,
I know. Is this? Hold up, Lily. Him?
I was wondering, like, I'm like,
no, that's different. That's
The
different.
what's different about it? Please explain. Please explain.
First of all, it takes years of study to know what you're doing. I'm
Oh,
not just going around. I'm not just going around just tying you by the fucking throwing you.
years of
Like,
experience.
it's not. You know,
I
I'm not
got a new
gnawing
voice.
at,
It's Free
gnawing-
Friday on Saturday.
I'm not gnawing at your breasts and shit like that. This is. I'm not Joe from you.
I had
Okay,
one of those
this is
before. There was like
an
gnawing
art
my
to this
fucking
shit.
breast off.
Okay, I'm not Joe from you. There's an art to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's different.
So is it a resounding? Is the consensus don't play with the balls at all? Y'all don't like no type of ball play? Just
Did you ever?
I
did
agree
you
with
ever
Dabu.
hear? Did you ever hear, ladies? Have you ever heard of a man getting caught up with a woman because of how she sucked his balls? Bro, you never heard it, right? Then that's your answer.
See, you and a couple of people, that's what I'm saying. Like, but he gave the best answer. I say, ladies, go, you at least, okay. See, I'm not gonna give away too much of my shit, right? But you gotta have more than
balls are
one.
saved. Work them into the routine, ladies. If not,
That's
I'm
what I was gonna say.
hurt.
You gotta have several techniques because everybody likes something different. So if you work it into the routine, you can tell if that's that thing. If they don't give a reaction, then go to something else. So that's how you find out. If you go down and start playing with them and they give you no reaction, then that's not their thing. Find something else.
Okay, so Haran, you could just like duct tape his shit to the side and get them out the way. Apparently,
I didn't say that.
That's what it sounds like. Just duct them, tape them shit to the side, get them out the way, and get to the meat of the matter. D-Lo says, leave my balls alone, period. So here's the thing. My ex, okay, my long time ex, he did tell me that I was the only one that ever knew how to deal with his balls. He said, and it's funny, when I initiated contact, he would always jump. And I was like, why are you jumping, baby? I got you, right? You have to be light as a feather because I think men are paranoid about like, don't hit my balls. So he told me, he was like, yo, you are the first woman that knows how to touch my balls. And I was like, because I know what the fuck I'm doing. However, so y'all don't want them yet, according to my little friend here. He says they're only sensitive if they get hit. So they don't feel sensitive at all if you lick them or do you like them in a woman's mouth? Chat panel, do you like them in a woman's mouth?
That's cool.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, again, it's like, oh, okay, all right.
Okay, what if like she's like, she has the tool, the meat to it, and then she's doing the whole licking thing all the way from the top and then all the way down.
Right.
That's
a winner right there.
To the nuts and then all the way.
I mean, that could work.
Like with the suction, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? When it's like,
if they say no, they're lying about that one because that one's always a winner.
That could work. That has happened before. But do I say to like that needs to happen? No, it doesn't need to happen. I'm not one to sit here and be like, hey, you forgot about my balls when you did it the last time. I'm not the one. I'm not the one to
forget the ball wash.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, next time, don't forget my balls. Like, I don't.
Okay, last question then. Last question. Chat, please answer, panel as well. What if a woman never, ever, let's say you're in a long-term relationship, what if a woman never, ever even sniffed your balls, touch your balls? Would you be okay? Or would you hit year 3? Like, damn, this bitch ain't never even licked my nutsack.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Like, look, listen.
He never touched them. She's like, I ain't touching the nutsack. You're like, you're okay with it. You wouldn't go, because you know how you motherfuckers are. You wouldn't go looking for another woman that fucking is gonna mess with the nuts.
I'm gonna put a pin in this right now. men in the chat. If you know you're talking shop with you guys, you're having locker room talk. You with a baddie, you'd be like, yeah, we went out the night. We couldn't hit though, but she gave me head. You was like, word. It's like, yeah, well, how was it? Like, yeah, but she just licked my balls. She ain't sucked my dick. She just licked my balls. Motherfuckers look at you like you're fucking weirdo. Like, she just licked your balls?
No, I wouldn't take it too far. Nobody.
How'd you do it, Jen? But she did this with the balls. How did you do it? Like,
no, you exaggerate.
You took that.
That she did this.
We never said nothing about
she
leaving
did this with the balls, and she pulled it.
And
she pulled it. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, but she sucked your dick, right? Like, nah, she ain't sucked my dick. She just needed my balls. Like
you went somewhere else.
Like, yeah, he always goes all the way too far where it doesn't make sense.
It'd be kind of weird. You'd be like,
out of bounds.
That's not a win. That's not a win.
Out of bounds.
Flag on the plate.
If a woman head doesn't count, if a woman just like kneading your balls and massaging you, like, I'd rather you massage my kneecap. That's a lot more sensitive.
Well, look, Dawood said if I didn't shave medicine, ball them joints. Black Lexicon says if she doesn't, I know she don't know what she's doing. So they like ball play.
There's guys who really like it. There's guys, and then there's guys who just, I would say there's guys who really like it, and then there's guys who just literally don't fucking care. It's almost like the nipple play thing. They either really like it or does nothing. Like, it's one of the king
shame. And I'm not here to king shame. That's your thing, fellas.
A lot of guys like the nipple play, though. That's a big thing. Big.
Yeah.
So legally, they just be like this on you, like.
Oh, guys, that's a big. That's a big.
I had a man be like this on me, like.
Right, you like.
No, you make it look like you make it look all corny.
Holy shit!
I don't know. Lily got quiet.
What?
Dudes do that
with the nipple play?
Like shove their nipple on your.
No. But a lot of guys.
You hear like the harps and the whistling and the wind when they.
Like the Titanic theme song.
It is way more common than y'all think it is. Trust me on that. Way more common than y'all think it is.
Oh shit! No.
Haran, I already know what happened to your nipples. I'm still sorry for you, no saint. But Haran.
Yes, ma'am.
You ain't never been a woman ain't never been just laying on your chest and y'all cuddling. It's getting a little hot and heated, bothered. She's right there on your chest. She ain't even that. Is she? No.
Yeah, she's done that before.
On your nipple. On your nipple.
Yeah, on the nipple. She's done that before, and I'm like, yeah, wow, that feels great. That feels nice.
All right, that's what we're saying.
No, I'm not. I don't start out the session with the.
Who does
Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
I'd be like, could you knead my balls and stuff?
How you get all the way over there? Nobody does that.
Who does this?
Like, why are you grabbing this woman's hips and like going to work? You're getting your nipples yanked. You're getting your balls massaged.
How do we end up here? I'm lost.
Me too. Who said that?
Where we were at, because I'm lost. How did we get here?
Who said that?
Oh shit!
Who said that? Who said that?
And then he be the first one saying he don't kink shame. You've been doing that for the past 15 minutes. But yeah, you gonna tie women up like hogs and shit.
Hey, listen, there's an art to it. I'm an artist.
No, he'd be like, woo, dosey, dote your partner. With women, we're supposed to think that's okay.
Some of them enjoy that. Yes. Some of them enjoy that.
Dawood said, another thing is guys think the sack is too close to their booty holes. Men are afraid to be seen as vulnerable in bed. I'm a hedonist. No me importa. Let's play. That's another thing. Maybe because it's close to the taint and they was like, I don't want you to touch my asshole. Because it's going to make me gay if you lick my ass. Ain't that right, Haran?
I'm not here to king shame, but I mean,
Haran, you mean to tell me? You mean hold on? No say. I think
I'm not inviting a woman to lick my asshole. No,
No,
I'm not.
you're not sending out fucking invites. Ain't nobody ever ate your groceries.
I don't want a woman
I didn't
down
say
there
what you
licking.
wanted. I didn't say what you wanted. I don't ask guys what you want. I do, coño. I'm asking you.
Very violent woman, man. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. This is the type of
I'm
woman that-
asking you, coño. Has a woman ever ate your groceries in the mix? Come on, you drinking, you vibing, the music is going, you stumbling in from the club, the clothes is getting ripped off. Rock with me, come with me. We're in the foyer, you know what I'm saying? Shit gets crazy. You got mirrors on the closet, the floor to ceiling mirrors. You getting down. Ain't nobody ever ate your groceries, bro.
Nah, I'm not sitting there with my legs up, having some woman down
Why
here.
I had the extra Lily?
Well, but
the
did you remember Harlem? Remember Harlem? He wanted his groceries and his legs went up. And he hoisted those motherfuckers up.
But that was in Harlem. That was that.
I'm pretty sure Lily's probably seen some shit like that.
No, one of my exes did that.
His legs up.
But he was also bisexual, come to find out. I'm talking about regular grocery eating, regular
motherfuckers who bend over. Look, in order for her to really get there, one of two things has to happen. This nigga got to be cocked up, you know what I mean, face down, ass up, or his legs got to be up in the air.
Not in my
Otherwise, it have to be a very inconvenient and awkward kind of position in order for her to get down there. So yes, at some point in time, this nigga is. And all his legs are fucking up. Not me. That's not happening with me. Like let's think about it. I done finished blindfolding you, tying you up, throwing you out the window, and now my ass is up.
And I've always wondered how that worked, though. Seriously, no dead ass. I've always wondered.
Dead ass.
Pun intended, no pun intended. All right. So I've always wondered how, like, when you have guys who like to be pegged or even like the whole verse thing, like how you go from switching the mood to like you do me to not do you. Like, that's always been very interesting. Like, do y'all kind of just have a song and dance where you know? But then my thing is, it's a mind fuck for me because I like aggressive, like dominating men. So I'm like, how could someone, like, how, if I were to do that, that's not my thing, but if I were to do it, how can I come back from it? And now you do me. Like, I'm like, no, I'm good now.
If you were to do what? If
I were to peg a guy, right? If I were to peg a guy and then now he wants to turn around and do me, I'm like, yeah, I don't see you the same anymore. It's done. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
That's just different. Like Jen, think about it. I done finished tying you up. I done blindfolded you, did all kinds of really wild, crazy shit, and then in the middle of that, I'm hoisting my ass up, talking about, can you go down there and eat the groceries?
Who hoist their ass?
You know what I mean? Like you think what I'm saying? No, saying it's a complete change of energy.
Ass is being hoisted. Prior ass is being hoisted. I have never listen. I think I'm the authority here because I've cracked asses. Okay, listen to me. She's
the top. I'm the bottom.
Well, you admitted this, and this is your stance. You've always admitted that it was the cracking of the ass in the moment. It was something that had to be, and if the man actually sat there and said, "Can you crack my ass?" You said to yourself, like, you were turned off by it.
A lot of women say that. A lot of women who like to crack asses, they pretty much, majority of them say that. It has to be their idea.
Oh yeah, so y'all ain't know. Y'all ain't know Jen, a real booty bandit, like for real, like still.
You acting like she Debo in prison or something.
Yeah, like she on some Rikers first night shit, nigga. Like,
I know you're married now to a woman, but do you miss prison?
No, I miss booty. That's what I miss, booty. You know, yeah, I'm married now, out of here. Pussy this, pussy that, all that shit. Nigga, the first piece of sex I had was booty.
just saying.
Listen.
You
If I
making
was
it
locked
sound.
up and I saw that nigga, I'd steal on him immediately. I ain't giving that motherfucker an opportunity to even say hello. That nigga Fleece is a monster out here. That nigga Fleece is a monster.
No. You make it sound. You talking about ass? What you got the chat talking about ass hoisting? Ain't no ass hoisting in my experiences. Ain't no man on no all
Well, you didn't give him
fours.
a chance to. The
Ain't
gentleman
no
who wanted to, you said hell no, because there's something in the back of your mind that says, it's an energy difference.
I'm just saying, don't ask me to do it.
You know what I mean? When you did it,
now I say when and how.
But my point is that when you did it, you still saw them to some degree as masculine, and even there was so now when a nigga come to you talk about, hey man, can you put 2 fingers in my asshole? No. Say if he wants to play, if he wants to play prostate exam, if he wants to role play and play prostate exam, and you be the doctor and shit like that. Come on, man. You ain't gonna look at this nigga like a weirdo.
Rain, I wasn't cracking ass. It was.
This woman literally sat here and said that she cracks asses. Literally says it. I don't even remember what episode. Do the knowledge? She said that shit, bro. I was like, yeah. She was like, yes. And I was like, yo, like, you don't.
You're making me sound like a serial ass cracker. I cracked two ass.
That's what you was making it sound like, bro. You ain't even like born niggas. You ain't born a motherfucker. You ain't like,
It was two.
It's not like you kind of like, signal something like squeeze that butt like I'm gonna crack your ass right now. Like you just like.
I've never looked at Ish the same way since.
Oh.
No! I ain't saying nothing about Ish.
Anyway.
That was.
Anyway.
Okay, I thought Haran could take a ball and run it to the end.
Anyway, the point here.
Bring the race now, the violin. Man, somebody make noise.
The point is that Haran does not engage in the cracking of his own ass.
Are gay drunks.
No woman has ever licked my ass. This is an exit only sign. Period. I don't. There's just certain boundaries that I have.
Yeah, the chat got me crying right now. Look, Mark Randall said, "I only play prostate exam after a few Bud Light."
He said his wife calls him gay when he's drunk. I asked him, was he white? Because most white guys play gay when they're drunk. So I want to know.
And you know what, Mark Randall? Props to you, man. That's your thing, dog. I'm not here to
see what you got. Tyrone saying, "I don't put men's legs up."
You don't put them down either.
E, fuck you, E.
Only after Bud Lights. I love it.
Look, listen.
It was more romantic than that. It was more. There was more. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure niggas get Attica.
There was more resistance. There was reluctancy. It was a challenge. It was nobody was hoisting or bunking over. It was like, nah, I don't know about that.
You need to take it. You need to take it.
Like she had a whole sex dungeon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is some jail shit. Like this is prison mentality.
Oh my God.
Like yeah. So how much your shoes cost? That's how the conversation.
Shit had me going. I don't know if y'all catching this. This shit is hilarious.
You get them shoes, homie. That's how the conversation started.
That's not what I did. Nobody's legs were up in there. Well, there was one time.
There was that one time.
I was like, all right, this changed the dynamic for me.
I mean, look, listen. Here's the thing.
Twice.
Every woman has told me this. Every woman has said, after she done climbed a man's back, after he wanted her to peg him, every woman said we broke up like a month or two later. It's hard to raise your voice in your own house after you done got smashed out by your broad, man.
Okay, and by pegging you mean literally the woman put the strap on and stuck him in the ass?
Yes.
That
I've heard the same thing, Haran.
Yes, I've heard many women say she broke up with the dude. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now. I mean, how can you raise your voice in your own house after you didn't?
No Saint is like, that's why I don't get no more respect.
No shit.
No, I
Saint,
was
you ain't let
thinking
nobody
that's
pick you out, did you?
no. But I was thinking that's the job for your mistress, not your partner.
Right. That's what you get exactly. If you're going to get that done, I suggest based off of what I know, you go get it done somewhere else. Don't get your partner.
Like,
Yeah,
look,
I would not do that. I would not do that. I wouldn't. And if you requested it, I mean, I'm telling you, a guy requested me to stick my finger up, and I was like,
ladies
no.
and gentlemen, I'm gonna die a
No,
kinky.
house cracker. And even I was like,
I will die a kinky caveman. I've that's it. It is what it is. Now call me whatever you want to call me, man.
You like a stupid.
Like, don't you know that your G-spot's in your ass? Well, I guess I'm just gonna have some regular orgasms for the rest of my fucking life, nigga.
Who needs safe words with me? You safe with me, baby. You safe with me. I got you. It's gonna be me and you. Nobody's gonna know.
Okay. You over there chilling and she over here probably moaning in your ear. All of a sudden, you got 3 fucking digits in your ass.
No, Jen.
No, not 3 digits, because 3, they don't even want the 1, so you can't go ham and go 3.
Okay.
What happened?
Jen,
At least take the fingernails off. At least you.
I never have no nails anyway.
Okay.
No, Jen tells him the safe word is more.
Have you started seeing what the young girls do? Because you know,
I'm afraid.
oh, you're afraid? Okay, you're gonna start paying attention to this after I say this, you all. You're gonna start noticing a lot of young girls got 2 short fingernails, or like no like how they'll have, like they'll have those long Cardi B fingernails, and like 2 and then there's 2 missing. It means 1 or 2 things: lesbianism, or their man likes it.
Okay. Well, hey.
Yeah.
Haran, what you need to do is shave everything down real nice. Right, shave everything down real nice. Take your long bubble bath before you get your ass cracked. You haven't lived till you got your ass cracked.
I guess I ain't gonna live, my nigga. Because
you know where else is nice to do it? Because I'm not with the legs up in the air, the hoisting of the asses, or the boomed over all fours. I'm not. That would be a turn off for me. Don't. I can't see a man like that and then go make him some scrambled eggs in the shower. Like he could just like be up against the wall. You get down on them knees, you crack that, and he has to have a nice ass. So if he got a flat booty, it's kind of like.
So wait a minute. Wait.
The way that
shower, and I guess what he's hugging up on the wall like this.
But why you gotta make him like that? Why you gotta make him like that?
His hands are slowly coming down on the wall. Like, oh God.
Why you gotta put him like that?
Yeah,
why you gotta be like this? Why can't he be like this? Like he's under arrest. Spread him.
That's not gonna happen.
You got anything in your pockets that could hurt me? You know what I'm saying? Let me see.
It's nothing masculine about being in that position and fingers are going in your butt.
Cops put you in that position all the time.
What happened?
I said cops put you in that position all the time. Call me.
Actually, not in the position of the. No.
See, but I don't know what that is, Haran. I don't know. I don't know.
In the shower. So what is he? So he's just like standing there waiting for a bus while you're doing something. Like, I don't know. Obviously, he's enjoying it or showing some sort of enjoyment.
The exaggerations of it all. Oh my God.
I mean, like his G-spot is back there, so he might be more than likely enjoying it.
Lily is of a particular community. I'm pretty sure she's seen some shit. Okay, she's seen some shit. Okay.
Y'all want to know something? Y'all want to know something funny? Y'all want to know something that a lot of people don't know? Y'all want to know? I know, but y'all want to know something that a lot of people don't know?
What?
Y'all ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Ladies, it's gonna hurt some of y'all feelings. The biggest power bottoms I've ever seen. Let me give you the definition of a power bottom.
Yeah.
Power bottom likes to take it, but they don't like to just take it. They want it pounded as hard as possible, and they want it as big as possible. The biggest power bottoms I have ever seen, hands fucking down. You can ask anyone in the queer community. It's bodybuilders.
Yeah, I can see that. They said TD Jakes is a power bottom too.
I can see that.
I can see it, but I don't know if it's true or not, but I can see it.
Bodybuilders, I can see. Christopher, you missed it. I played the video. He said, Jen said, I like you and I want you.
That's exactly how that's exactly how it kind of goes. She jumping in
No,
DMs
it's
like,
not
yeah.
more romantic. It takes a lot of convincing. It's it's not. You got this guy pictured in your head, Haran, that I've never been with. I don't know what you talk. I don't know this guy. I don't know the guy hoisted up. I don't know him.
Okay, so can I ask you ladies a question? Have you ever been with a guy who, when he orgasmed, I don't know, he made a very high pitched noise? He sounded like a female.
No, I just got that guy that sounded like a fucking gorilla and it turned me off. We were having phone sex and I never. That shit, yo, I was like this on the phone. I was all into it, and then he started making like these gremlin noises, and I promise you, my cooch said, okay. I was like, and the worst part was I had to let him fucking finish, and I was like, hey. He was like, hey, man. I was like, never. I'm telling you, I ghost him after that. He's still on my Facebook page. He still be like, hi, and I'll be like, hi. No, I know what you're saying.
I just want to say, man,
I don't care.
For men, it takes a lot for us to lose the heart on. You know what I mean? It takes a lot. You know what I mean? For women, it's just everything has to just be so perfect and you got to make sure, because the moment they just like, I don't like where this is going, that whole shit.
You don't understand. She was like, no one. I was like, picture me, right? I'm like, yeah, Babina. I was like,
you better check under your bed after he did that. So he was summoning demons and shit.
Was he speaking in tongues?
It was Lily. It was a turn off, and I ghosted him after that. Maybe we shared like a couple texts here and there. This was literally 7 years ago, because the other day he hit me on Facebook. He was like, Dan, I can't, he said, I can't believe I met you 7 years ago. And I was like, oh, he remembers the year. It was 7 years ago. That phone call 7 fucking years ago. And he's still, Lily, I'm gonna show you who it is. He's still on my,
Yo, Jen.
Friends. And you know what's funny? Listen, even worse. Let me tell you, I'm giving out all the tea on this Saturday night. It gets even worse, right? This guy took me on a date, and he knows him. And when I was on the date with that guy, he was there. And he walked in. He was like, hey, Jen. And I was like, hey.
Hi.
I was like, hi. And then the guy on the date was like, is this going to be awkward for you? And I was like, no, I am good. I was like, no, I'm good. He was like, hey, Jen. And I was like, hey. Yeah. But it turned me off. It turned me off to the point where it turned me off because it made me afraid of what if we were in person. This was over the phone. This was over the phone. So I was like, imagine had we been in person and naked.
I've had that happen. I've done the phone sex thing and felt the same way. I was like, oh, I dodged a bullet. Ooh,
yeah.
Rain got me over here dying. Rain said the motherfucker sounded like Cobra.
Yes.
No. What's his face?
Like,
human TVJ Shaper is oh God.
Was what?
Oh God.
Human what?
Eve said, does he still consider that another plus to the body? Nope, nobody count.
And ladies and gentlemen, here it is. This is the interesting thing about women. Women don't count sexual encounters, they count orgasms. That's what they do. Like if they were with a man sexually and it was a trash ass experience, they don't count that shit.
Really don't. Like those guys that are forgettable.
That doesn't count. But men, by definition, if we had sexual intercourse, even if it was horrible, we had sexual intercourse. This is a tally. But women, no, not women. No. It has to mean something. No, it doesn't mean anything. So I don't have 10. I have 4. I've only had sex with 3.
It never happened. I don't give a fuck if you got pictures. I don't give a fuck if you got.
Can you blame us if it's just forgettable? If it's forgettable, what do you want us to do?
That's just the thing. You change the rules based on your emotions, based on how you feel.
I'm glad you got it.
Men look at things from a logical perspective. You had sex with this person.
Haran, do you remember Do you remember every restaurant you ate at, or do you remember the good restaurants? You're like, yo,
It's not even the same fucking thing, because those are two totally different conversations. If you say, Heron, how many restaurants have you ever visited? Sir, I have visited 20 restaurants. Heron, out of all those 20 restaurants, how many of them were good? That's a very strange statement, question. There has been about maybe 5 or maybe even 6 restaurants that I can say that was amazing food. But altogether, I visited 20 restaurants. But you see, women. No, it's just not the same thing. It's just not the same thing. Everything with you guys is about the worth of something, about how did a motherfucker make you feel? Okay, you motherfuckers don't even call a nigga your boyfriend unless you done been through certain things with the motherfucker. You could have been talking to this nigga for literally a year, but if he didn't fuck you right, he didn't give you no money, he didn't do whatever, that nigga's not even your boyfriend. You barely even count the motherfucker as somebody you actually that you actually were involved with, and you were literally involved with him for a fucking year. That is how you think.
But if you wanna be counted, then be better in bed. If you want to be counted,
and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But with men, no. See, men can't do that. Men can't do that. See, men see. When I was
E-Black, that's what it's like. I only order drinks. I didn't
when I was with my child's mother one day, and she was pregnant. She was out when we were in New York together. We were about to get on the train, and I saw a woman that I actually bumped. You know what I mean? That I was talking to, maybe for 3 months. Yes, I hit whatever.
Okay.
And then I guess she caught me looking at her. We go in. She's pregnant, taking care of my pregnant, you know what I mean, girlfriend. I'm obviously worried about her. She says, as I rub her stomach, "You fucked that girl, didn't you?" Why does it matter?
Because it matters. Didn't you?
You know why it matters? Because you remember. We don't.
It was only a 3-month thing. You know what I mean? It was only a 3-month thing. It didn't mean anything. But with you guys,
did you look at her? Did you look at her?
I glanced at her.
I know what y'all glances be like.
This is what I'm talking about. Every woman that I got involved with, every man that you fuck with got involved with counts. Everybody counts. That shit is some unfair shit.
That doesn't make sense. Like, why would
I want to forget about some shit too. You think I really want to care about the girl with the horrible body odor with the trash head?
I do like E-Black's definition. I mean, and to your analogy, going to the restaurant, I didn't eat there. I only had drinks.
Hello.
I didn't have a full experience. Never.
And I barely remember the drinks. I can't even tell you what I ordered.
Right.
I don't know if it was a Corona or a Cosmopolitan. Who cares? Let's go.
Let's go. Go to a real restaurant.
Thank you.
But you see, that's just the whole thing. Again, it's always about what impacts you. That's who you are.
Women are about an experience, okay? And this is what I'm always saying. Men like a lot of sex. Women like the quality of sex. That's the difference. That's why women are so selective, because it's not just about sex. But we like just sex just as much. It's just the quality is different. That's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, it seems like y'all just like getting your dick sweat, and you like.
That's not necessarily the thing. Maybe there were things in our lives that, that was a meaningful thing, or maybe it wasn't. You know what I mean? But for us, it's just never nothing is ever uncounted. It always has to be like, no, you slept.
Yeah, but that's not because y'all are extra sentimental. It's because y'all have egos and you're fucking Neanderthals, and you counting how much pussy you've had is some sort of badge of honor. With us, is not. We don't care. If a guy was whack, he was whack. We don't count him. He would dismiss him, throw him into the lake.
So guess what?
Not like, ooh, I had 3, I had 4, I had 5. That's how y'all think.
So let me ask a question. So we're at a frat house. You know what I mean?
This is starting off bad already.
You know what I mean? We're at a frat house, college, whatever. Everybody's having fun. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Link up with a guy. It's not that great of an experience. I link up with a girl. It's not that great of an experience. If society says that the way you guys think, it's like, you can forget about that dude altogether, and that doesn't count. But my shit counts. Why does my shit count?
Because you want it to count. Because
and you remember. You remember. We don't remember.
Oh, so women don't want it to count. So here,
no, it's not that we no, don't twist it up. It's not that we don't want it to count. It's that we don't care. If you're not memorable, the most we'll do that night or even the next morning, call our girlfriends and be like, "Girl, he was whack. He talked all that shit, girl. He didn't even know how to eat pussy." And then we literally go on about our lives and we don't think about that guy again. Yeah, y'all go back. It's a big deal. It's like, oh, another notch on my belt. I got the hit again. Meanwhile, you send her home with a wet ass and no orgasm, okay? Okay? But in your head, you're like, I hit something else. Ooh, see if I can hit something else tomorrow. That's how y'all thinking.
That's the difference. Because we literally forget.
Wanted to count that it don't count. Past us, laughing about it with our girlfriends.
Yeah.
E-Black shush.
It's not sustainable.
It's all lies, man. I just think women feel like, if they're gonna die on the hill, it's gonna be for a motherfucker that reamed their back out and gave them a whole bunch of resources and made them feel incredible. If they're gonna die on the hill and count a motherfucker like, yeah, all 5 of these niggas I fucked, but they were amazing. With us, we will be like, yeah, all 10 of these women I fucked, but maybe 3 of them are. Maybe 3 of them are pretty cool and 1 is extra loose.
I don't see anything wrong with what you just said. I approve this message.
That's the difference. Those are the gender differences.
See what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? That for the past couple of years, the red pill, the manosphere, like they're really fighting tooth and nail for body count to matter to us, and it never will. Like it never ever, like I'm gonna shame her into her body count, and we really don't care because we don't count the whack ones and the bad ones. We don't. You're never gonna change that. I don't care how many hours you do on Twitch. You will never gonna change that. You're never gonna care that we don't care. We don't care. But Heron.
It never happened. Never happened.
He's counting just like every other man is. I heard that idiot. What's his name? The guy from Fresh and Fit. They asked him, "What's your body count?" This motherfucker said 500. So I don't know, something in the hundreds. And I was like, "Boy, bye. Shut up." Maybe since Fresh and Fit, I don't know. But
I mean, that's a possibility. But you ain't been on that long to knock that much back.
Mark Randall's hilarious. He said, "What if you're only pegged? Do you still count her on?" I don't know, Mark. Do you?
You mean like if she only pegs you?
Yeah, he was like, if she only pegs you, doesn't count as sex.
Yeah. Do you count that? Do you like, yeah?
I wouldn't engage in that, but Mark might. He seems to want to say that. Yeah, so I guess so. Yeah, Mark. Yeah.
What if we were?
No, that's a different count.
Yeah, it's a different count, but
it's a different count.
It goes on a different board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally goes on a different board.
So if y'all out, no saying, Heron. If y'all are out, we all partying, clubbing, drinking, everybody goes to their own little separate rooms. We brought some ass back to the house, and y'all ready, y'all well oiled, but the woman doesn't have sex with you. She only sticks like her finger in your butt or pegs you and then leaves, right? Y'all okay with that? You wake up in the morning and be like, "Oh, I didn't even have sex," and she texts you like, "Oh, I only pegged you. I only put my finger in your ass." Like, yeah, cool.
I wouldn't want that, so we wouldn't have sex.
Okay, what about the ball licker? What if the ball licker came over? She just wanted to lick the ball. What about that? Did it count?
No,
she's licking balls all night long.
That wouldn't count as sex.
See?
No.
Okay. You know what?
Bill Clinton was correct. Bill Clinton was correct. Look, when he said, Bill Clinton was absolutely correct when he said, "I did not have sex with that woman." He was correct.
Also,
wait a minute. So if I get hold on a goddamn minute, listen here, get off my poach. So if I meet a guy and we hanging out and all he does is eat, okay, all he does is eat. And then he goes home the next day. I'm supposed to count that as a body?
Nah, you can't count that as a body. Nah, he didn't have sex with you. Was it some form of sexual contact? Yes. Was it an intimate moment? Yes, it was.
Okay, so if What if I was your look? E Black saying lies.
Like Mark said, eating ain't cheating. Like Mark said it, eating ain't cheating.
Y'all trifling.
Yo, what if this panel, as you can see, this is the problem with America.
Yeah, like look, eating ain't cheating and sucking ain't fucking. Like serious, like that's just it. That's the real shit. Like
E Black said oral is a body. So so what if it's your girlfriend, Haran? What if it's your girlfriend and she's like, look, I fucked up, but he didn't penetrate, he only ate me. I got the video and everything, I got proof he didn't penetrate me, it was just eating. What would you say?
Well, if it's my girlfriend, I'm under the assumption that I've agreed to a monogamous situation or some form of that. And if we both have to adhere to, we're both agreed that we're going to adhere to this monogamous shit, and you went out there and got your fucking clock cleaned, you know what I mean, and you want to put stipulations and disclaimers on it, I'll be like, fuck that. You still went out there and, messed with another dude. It's just a taste.
Okay, so
yeah, we kind of.
So and listen, if the girl found out you with no saint got your balls licked, it applies, right? She can start throwing shit out the house, out the
because
floor.
I mean, she can.
Yeah, because we said this.
But did sex occur? No, sex did not occur.
We said this in a previous show that when a girl says I only gave him a blowjob, it's worse. It's worse than actually having sex.
Wait a minute, it's worse than him putting his thing all the way up in her guts?
Right, that's not work for me because I know what a motherfucking guy will get a blowjob from a goddamn whatever, anything. It don't have to be a breathing anything. It could just be something that sucks, has a hole or whatever.
A greasy hole.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it has to be. So I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't. That's not the same. It's not the same.
No, but for a guy, Haran, we talked about it. Me and Haran agreed that like if your girl says, "Oh, I only gave him a blowjob," that's worse.
Yeah, it is. Because here's the thing. Here's the problem. And this is very, very, very good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how you got them. With women, when it comes to head, it's a very intimate thing for them. A woman to give you pussy but won't suck your dick. It's a different thing. If a woman says she'll suck your dick, 9 times out of 10, she's willing to get down on her knees, behave in a very intimate thing. What do you do to Jen? You do the kneading of the balls and the massaging. It's a ritual of sorts. Okay, it's a ritual.
I don't know, Haran. I don't know.
And women, there are women who take pride in sucking dick. So, and and on the other half, a woman can sit there and get fucked and literally be thinking about her fucking. She literally could be thinking about Love and Hip Hop. She could literally be thinking about her grocery, list and shit like that. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's a connection. It's a little bit more of a connection.
Okay, but let me let the ladies speak for a minute. Yeah, because it's like there's different types of head, and then there's different types of giving it up to a man. Like we can give a guy head and not feel nothing about it, right? But that they don't get like it's the difference between shopping at Family Dollar and shopping at Neiman Marcus, right? Maybe he got the Family Dollar head and it didn't mean nothing to you, but you were thinking like, well, I ain't giving them this cooch. I'll give them a little head. I'll do a little, but I ain't giving them, all it is. So sometimes for us, it's the opposite. It ain't more intimate when we give head. If anything, we're more detached because it's like, I give you, but you ain't getting.
And let me say this. Let me take it a step further. I'm about to take it a step further. Thank you. I'm about to add on to that. It's different. You all are thinking we're doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell you what that means. You thinking that you thinking that he's getting the same hit that you're getting. But usually when y'all cheat, the side chick getting better dick than the wife. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
No, that's not the same thing. It could be under different circumstances. No, it could be under different circumstances. No. Listen. The side chick could be getting the brand of dick that y'all used to get when you were fun. Okay? The before the 3-month meeting honeymoon phase dick. You know that dick that made you call your girlfriend afterwards and be like, yeah.
How this man is making an alibi before he even gets caught. Do you hear what he's trying to say? He's trying to say that if the wife finds out, yo, I know you be fucking her good. All he has to say is, yeah, but I used to fuck you like that. So it's not like she's.
What I'm saying, you have to explain certain things sometimes. Like remember in Raw, with Eddie Murphy was like, yeah,
Did I make love to you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I fucked her. We fucked, but I make love to you. It's a different type of situation. Now, I understand. I admit that sometimes the stresses of the relationship, sometimes the uniqueness of the relationship is gone, and sometimes people need to have a discussion on how to bring it back to there. But it's not necessarily an intentional thing that the side chick is getting better dick. It's just that she's in a different spot. She's in a different space. You know what I mean? She's not nagging him every fucking 5 minutes. She's showing up with the titties perky as fuck. She's got the, you know what I mean? She's got the well-oiled, fresh from the gym ass. She's wearing the shit you bought her. She's smelling incredible. And and then your dick is sitting there like, hey, remember this? Yeah, we didn't have that in a while. This is going to be amazing. And then when you get home, your dick's like, oh, this again? Oh, man. You know what I mean? Shit like that, you know? So
yeah, but what's up, Yizzo? Hey. But going back to your point, yes, we can give head and not give a damn about the person. And the way women think is like, if I let you in my body, that's more intimate, into my orifice. Like anything down here, booty, front, cheeks, like this is more intimate than our mouth. Now I'll tell you this. If she don't swallow, I mean. Because if she swallows, and you'll never know if she swallows.
Exactly. That's the platinum package. The swallow is the platinum package.
What's the platinum? That's not basic cable. That's the platinum package.
That's platinum package.
Again,
and this is the problem. See, this is the problem.
That's the sports channel, the football, and all that extra.
Men are very visual.
Uh-huh.
And we've seen, whether it was HBO back in the day or porn today, where the girl's on the phone with their boyfriend. Yeah, honey, I'll be I'll be home in a little bit.
Well, look, there's two things that can destroy a man. Two things.
And so that's what we think when a woman's doing that. We're thinking.
There's two things that can destroy a man.
Don't cheat, y'all. Be single. Don't cheat.
Like, say if the guy, look, listen, I can speak to the guys in the chat. Say if the guy, if you run into the dude that had a situation with your wife, man, and sometimes they have a man-to-man conversation. Some dudes have it, and then you find out that she gave this motherfucker anal, and she swallowed, and she never did that shit with you. It's devastating, man.
You got to charge that to the game. You didn't bring that out of her. You got to charge that to the game.
If one of my boys came to me and said that, she'd be like, yo, man, she did blah, blah, blah. She never did it with me. I look at him like, Playboy, you got to divorce her, man. She'll never respect you.
Why y'all sensitive like this? Look at Rain. It's a wrap. Cancel her. Why y'all sensitive like this? Y'all too sensitive. They ain't nothing but a little side ass. Y'all
right, because you know they'll side ass like 1,000 women, and then you side one dick, and it's like, oh. Atomic bomb.
Y'all be too sensitive. It's a little sex.
It's different. It's different. It's a little different. It's a little different. It's a little different. It's a little different.
Okay, so you mean to tell me? Okay, let's say you read her cheat text messages.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a difference if they were going back and forth in the text messages, and the guy says, "Damn, I wish you would have swallowed," right? Because then that tells you, oh shit, she didn't swallow. Or if he texts her, "Damn, I like how you swallowed." Those two text messages are different, or is it the same?
Those two text messages are in no way, shape, or form the same thing.
But either way, she sucked.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because it's literally the difference between you got caught in bed with Method Man or a nigga down the street.
Okay.
That's probably get called Method Man, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Now it's making
That's what I'm
sense.
saying. Because in our mind, I was like, okay, so there's something about this nigga.
M-E-T,
Made it make
O-D, M-E-T, H-O-D.
You're all. Okay.
So it's like there's something about this nigga that made a fucking swallow. So in our mind, it's like, oh shit, yo, this is fucked up, dog.
Yeah, every time you in the car, you hear that lift my shirt. Oh man. Every time you
Exactly. Every time those situations, I probably torture it too. Would be like, yeah, hey, yeah, I'm about to play some Wu-Tang Clan. You got a problem with that? I bet you don't. I bet you motherfucking don't.
No, but yo, don't play with me, Rain, because that video of that motherfucker talk about swallow, TD Jakes, when he was talking about swallowing and getting swallowed up, that was ooh. And
no, you gotta send that one to me.
Lily, you didn't see that?
No. How did I miss that?
This is how we're gonna close the show.
It's been an interesting week. How did I miss that one?
Oh my God, Lee, I gotta show you this. This is a preacher. Hold on. This shit right here. I say, yo, y'all will take the good word from anybody. Let me pull it up. Oh, fuck, these motherfuckers is asking me for passwords and shit. Motherfucker. Let me see if
Abby over here said, don't do men, your man knows. This is a whole big world. Yeah, Abby? Abby out here giving out game.
What's she saying?
She said, don't do men, your man knows. This is a whole big world.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Here's the problem with me. If it's a celebrity, he's gonna know him anyway. Say.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna see him on TV or hear him on the radio.
Yep.
Sorry.
That gotta hurt too, man. Like you at your house and this nigga's probably on stage, and especially if he's talented, assuming that he's fucking talented, he's on stage. These broads are throwing fucking panties at the motherfucker, and all you think this dude done railed your chick out. Man, look, listen, man. You just gotta bow gracefully under those circumstances, man. You really do.
I always wondered how. Oh, actually, she talked about this. Drea Kelly was talking about her dating experience and like how difficult it is dating because, and I'm like, you can't even fuck the R&B music. I mean,
right. Like seriously, you can't.
Songs.
Or somebody gonna come. They gonna play somebody that sounds like your fucking ex-husband. You know what I'm saying?
Or he's singing the hook or something.
I have not seen this TD Jakes video, by the way.
What?
I have not seen.
Oh my God, it is.
See, I've just seen him being dragged on Twitter, and I'm just like, oh God, I don't even want to know if I want to see this.
It's repulsive.
They had me crying, talking about calling him what they call him, TD Cakes. The girls been calling the queer girls been calling him TD Cakes all week.
Not TD Cakes.
Oh God.
Go.
They just been having the jokes this week. They've been having me on the floor.
Yeah, all right. Okay, we're in. Let me
At Jakes. TD, Steph, take that.
Take that, Jakes.
Take that. Take that. Wait, where we at? Oh my God, Lily. This thing, I'm telling you, it's like it makes you want to throw up. Hold on. It makes you want to throw up. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay. All right. Look, it says, Janicia, it's almost your birthday. My birthday's coming up.
Yes, it is.
All right. Oh, look at me. Hi.
I love that picture.
Thank you. It was one of those accidents. You know when you got an accident picture and you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
Okay, where's this TDJ? Oh my God, Lily. I'm going to put the volume all the way up too. Yeah.
I can't. It's just, you know.
You sure you got it?
When it comes.
I posted it.
Oh,
Look, first of all, that's him.
That
Okay.
picture has been like living rent free in my head all week.
Oh my God, man, that's.
He's going.
No, he's not no saint. Don't play with me, shit.
What's the big purple shit? This
Okay,
motherfucker
so I
got
remember
on?
the purple dress.
Swallowed up. Have you gone through a time of I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
I'm not good. I can't do that. I can't look at shit like that. Oh God.
I get heat because I'm an atheist, okay? That's all I want to say. That's all I want to. E Black, explain that. E Black, where's the Christian at? Where the Christian went? E Black left. I want E Black.
Oh, baby,
Black
he was
left.
overwhelmed, baby. I know there's some good nights. TD.
I
There's some good nights, TD, baby.
got nothing. I got nothing, man. I got nothing,
There's
man.
some good nights, TD.
Who talks like that? E Black ain't no hand on your head emoji. Explain your boy. That's your people.
Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed? Like, nigga, what? I'd have been in the.
Yes, I am the devil.
Oh, I so uncomfortable. You in some big purple shit.
No,
Something like
listen,
swallowed,
Lily,
In this purple
bring one of
dress.
your purple. Listen, Lily, bring one of your purple dresses. We're gonna put it on Haran because if you put a purple dress on Haran, he turns sideways.
Oh nah.
We ain't gonna do that skit, Haran. We're not gonna do that skit.
Nah, we ain't gonna. We ain't
You
gonna.
got to be like me, like okay, I go to church, right? We're gonna be at church, and then you come out doing that, and I'm like,
We ain't gonna do the swallowed up, man. I don't even know if I could get through it. Honestly, I don't even know if I can get through it. We probably have to do like 80 takes. I don't even know if I
That
can
is
get through
funny.
that fucking that would be
Swallowed.
and then Lily will be taking me to the church, and I'm like, I don't know, girl, because I ain't been to church in a long time. Yo, you gonna love my pastor, and then you
He's
come out.
so blessed.
my God.
He's so filled with the spirit.
Oh my God. I'll think about it.
Yeah, and then when we get there, and No Saint can act like an usher, and he'll ask us for money as soon as we walk in. They're
Right?
like,
It'd be like a lot of little weird shit. He'd be like,
he's
I'm like,
like,
oh, it's for the, look, I'm like, it's for the greater good of the kingdom. Yeah,
and
it's okay.
then he'd be like,
Hey,
yes.
In the
the
thong.
Diddy parties are all right. He was like, because his neck went back because his like,
Like, who
That
would take
is funny.
him
Now, Mark
seriously?
Randall's idea is funny. I don't even want to say that out loud. That is funny.
Dress him as an eggplant.
Swallow.
I didn't know that was because I didn't know that was the video.
Where
didn't know that.
are you going to take that Jake's? Take that Jake's church? What church you going to, E Black?
Christmas service. Okay. Hallelujah. Praise him. Is this the right one? I don't know.
Well, these churches are interesting.
Hallelujah.
I'm not
Hezekiah
on my
Walker's
game
church
side,
was-
so sorry.
Remember Hezekiah Walker's church was interesting.
No, the most interesting one was the guy who died, Eddie Longstroke.
Oh, with the little toupee thing. He had
Yeah.
that little toupee.
That was a
I
DP.
didn't know his name was Longstroke. I know his name was Eddie Long, but
According to the girls.
I'm not asking any questions. Okay, I'm not here to ask anything.
I think. Let me say something. I think Haran clenched his butt cheeks like at least 10 times during this stream.
Like,
At least 10 times.
about 8. I suppose this number's a little accurate.
Yeah. Well, just FYI, allegedly, supposedly, he is Mr. Jakes is caught up in that Cassie FBI situation. According to sources, she handed over Kim Porter's burned her phone, some video, some audio, and allegedly, supposedly, TD Jakes is all up in that situation with Diddy. And as you know, he was always at Diddy's house. So you never know. Maybe he got swallowed up, and that's it.
Take that.
Take some more of that. All right, guys, we are out of here. We were talking about a billionaire. I don't know what the hell happened tonight. I don't know what the hell happened tonight. It's No Saint's fault. He wanted to talk about sex. Here we are.
It's the white man's fault all the time. It's you devils.
According to Ish, it's No Saint's fault no matter what. So here we are.
Well, I don't know because I don't know. Did you see the Farrakhan video? Did you see your leader, No Saint, praising your favorite?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's like,
my name is Bennett, and I eat Bennett.
he's like, yeah.
My name is Paul. That's between y'all. All right, guys, we out here. Tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's what? Christmas Eve?
Yes.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. What is everybody going to be doing on Christmas Eve? Y'all want to come back tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure because I have a lot of running around to do tomorrow. And
okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what time I'll be back. But I want to because I might be watching Sisterhood Sips on the road.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a new episode coming out tomorrow, Midlife Crisis Myth. Chat, do y'all want to come back tomorrow? I'll come back tomorrow because I'm going to be home. I ain't going to be doing shit. So if y'all want to come back, I'll come back and I can pull up.
I can pull up.
You got football tomorrow?
No, I don't.
But there's football on Christmas.
There is tomorrow and there is on Christmas.
Who's playing tomorrow?
Oh, the NFL's playing tomorrow, but nobody I'm watching.
What teams?
Oh, shoot. I'd have to look it up because some play today, some play tomorrow. Some will probably play on Christmas as well, like college, some bowl games and stuff, but yeah, that's probably like normal 12 o'clock or whatever time for you, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever it is for you in the morning, and then a late game.
I mean, I'll come back tomorrow. Lily, I know you got the whole life and neck deep with family. So, I'm not going to be busy. So, whoever wants to pull up tomorrow could pull up. Yeah. Y'all want to come up tomorrow? Y'all want to pull up, chat? We'll be up. Whoever come through could come through because I know some people ain't got shit to do where they already got all their Christmas shit out the way and they just wait.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tomorrow, we'll think of something. Lily, you let me know. You keep me posted. Also, Lily, I texted you earlier today. I don't know if you got it. No, I texted you last night. I don't know if you got it today, but I need it on Essence email.
I didn't, but I'll send it.
All right. Because I'm like, I wrote it somewhere and I was like going through papers. How the fuck can I find this? I wrote it the other day. But I drafted the email that we got to send her and I wanted to CC you on it.
Perfect.
But all the instructions for her are there. And I wanted you to see it.
Okay.
All right, guys, we out of here. I'll be back tomorrow because I know me. I'm going to be sitting around. I don't celebrate the holidays, so I'm going to have crazy time on my hands. Yeah. Except for I think it's on Christmas. There's a football game I want to peek at.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. If they play on Christmas, I got to peek at it. I got to peek at it.
It's your loss. I imagine it's Vegas, right? The Raiders.
Raiders in Kansas City, right?
Yeah, I have it in front of me. I think they might play tomorrow, though.
You think it's tomorrow?
I'll check it out. I'll try to find it.
All right, I think it's Christmas.
Oh.
All right, guys, this was fun. Oh my God, we started out. I don't know how we ended up on this street. We way off the block.
Yeah, we on some other block. I think we in the Village or something. I don't know.
That's what we did, Lily. We drove down to the Village. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
We stopped by Hunts Point for a minute, though.
Yeah.
We sure did. We drove by Hunts Point to get to the Village. Well, they were entertained. Good. I'm glad the chat was entertained. If you want to support the show, Cash App on the Block with Jen. Buy your girl a smoothie. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out the door. Have a happy holiday. If we don't see you, I'm just saying that to be nice. I don't give a fuck about the holiday. But if you celebrate, salute to you. Happy holidays with you and your family. Stay safe. Be safe. Hopefully you don't waste too much money. And we will see you here tomorrow. If you're bored after you finish eating dinner and you ain't got shit to do, pull up. We'll be up. See, we'll leave the street light on for you so you can see us, and just check the community tab to see what we're going to be talking about. I'll pick something and we'll come kick it up here. Maybe we'll talk about cracking asses again. I don't know. You never know. You never know. You never know. Apparently, you never know. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
And we're out, guys. Get out of here. Get in bed.